Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand that Chambers will be safe.
We doubt it nothing.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of venom.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough, and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host, and make discovery ere in report of us.
It shall be done.
We learn no other, but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane, and will endure our setting down before it.
Let our just ensures attend the true event and put me on industrious soldiership.
'Tis his main hope, for where there is advantage to be gone, both more and less have given him the revolt, and none serve him but constrained things, whose hearts are absent too.
The time approaches that will with due decision makes us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative their unsure hopes relate, but certain issue strokes must abbreviate, towards which advance the war.
Hang out your banners on the outward walls, the cry is still, they come. Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn, let them lie till famine and the ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them, therefore beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What is that noise?
It is the cry of women, my good lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear the night shriek, and my fell of hair would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as life were in it. I've supped full of horrors, direness familiar to my slaughterous thoughts cannot once start me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow. Creeps in this petty face from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools, and the way to dusty death. Out, out, grief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious, my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but I know not how to do it.
Say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon, methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave.
Let me endure your wrath, if it be not so. Within this 3-mile way, you can see it coming. I say a moving groove.
If thou speakest false, upon the next tree shalt thou hang alive, till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost for me as much. I pull in resolution and begin. I doubt the equivocation of a fiend that lies like truth. Fear not, till Burnham wood do come to Dunsinane, and now a wood comes toward Dunsinane. Arm, and out. If this is which he avouches does appear, there's nor flying hence nor tarrying here. I again to be wary of the sun, and wish the estate of the word were now undone. Ring the alarm bell, blow the wind, come whack, and at least we'll die with harness on our backs.
Now near enough. Your leafy screens throw down, and show like those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your right-born son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon what else remains to do, according to our order.
Fare you well, do we but find the tyrant's power tonight. Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak, give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
They've tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. What's he that was born of woman? Such a one I am to fear, or none.
What is thy name?
Don't be afraid to hear it.
No, though thou callest thyself a harder name than any in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce a title more hateful to my ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, a bull, try it. With my sword I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
That way the noise is! Tyrant, show thy face! If thou best slain with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wrench kerns whose arms are hired to bear their slaves, either thou, Macbeth. I sheath again unneeded, there thou shouldest be. By this greatest clatter, one of greatest note seems bruit. Let me find him for churn, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord, the castle's gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in war. The day almost itself professes yours, and little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Enter, sir, in the castle.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on mine own sword, whiles I see lives, the gashes, do better upon them?
Turn, hellhound, turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is spoken through my sword. Thou bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor, as easy mayst thou in the entrenchant air. With thy keen sword impress and make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of women born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath coward my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed that palter with us in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear, and break it to our hope. I'll not fight them.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be shown and gaze off the time. We'll have thee as our rarer monsters are, painted upon a pole and unwrit. Here may you see thy tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham would become to Dunsinane, and thou oppose, being of no women born, yet I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be he that first cries, hold enough. I would the friends we miss were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet, by these I see, so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and her noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then he is dead.
Ay, and bought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
Had he his hurts before?
Ay, on the front.
Why then, God soldier he be. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them to a fairer death, and so his kneel is known.
He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well and has paid his score, and so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, king, for thou, so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compass with the kingdom's pearl, that speak with my salvation in their minds. Those voice I desired aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland.
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves, and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad, that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought by self and violent hands, took off her life. This and what needful else that calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one whom we invited to see us crowned at Scone. Kinsmen, I hope the days are near when we can sleep without fear of being murdered.
We have no doubt.
What's this wood ahead of us?
Glenham Wood.
Tell every soldier to cut down a bough for himself and carry it in front. That will conceal the size of the army and make the scouts give false reports of us.
It shall be done.
All evidence suggests that the confident tyrant has settled in Dunsinane. He'll let us besiege it.
It's his only hope. Whenever they've had the chance to escape, men of all ranks have deserted him. Only mercenary wretches serve with him. Their hearts are elsewhere.
Let us pass judgment after battle. Meanwhile, plan our strategy carefully.
We'll soon know how things really stand. Speculation is ideal. Some issues can only be settled in battle. That being so, let's go to war!
Hang out our banners on the outer walls. Still the cry is, here they come. Our castle is so strong that siege is laughable. Let them stay here till they're eaten with famine. Were they not forced to end the plague? If they hadn't been reinforced by our deserters, we might have met them boldly, face to face, and sent them packing home. What's that noise?
It is the cry of women, my lord.
I've almost forgotten the taste of fear. There was a time when shrieking in the night would have turned me cold. Groans would have raised my hair on end as if alive. I've had my fill of horrors. Ghastly sounds and sights are commonplace in my murderous thoughts. They can't shock me anymore. What was the reason for that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She would have certainly died sometime. Someday, that message would have come. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. Life drags on from day to day to the end of time. All our yesterdays have merely lighted the way for fools to reach their gains. Out, out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow, a wretched actor who poses and rages for a short time on the stage and then is heard no more. It's a tale told by an idiot, so full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. You've come to use your tongue. Quick, your news.
My gracious lord, I ought to report what I know that I saw, but I don't know how to do it.
Well, say it, sir.
When I was on the watch on the hill, I looked toward Burnham. Soon I thought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave.
Let your anger come down on me if I'm wrong. You can see it coming not 3 miles away. I say it's a moving grove.
You are lying. You'll hang alive on the next tree till you die of hunger. If what you say is true, I don't care if you do the same for me. I'm losing my confidence. I begin to doubt the deceptions of the devil, whose lies sound like truth. Fear not till Burnham Wood comes to Dunsinane. And now a wood does come toward Dunsinane. To arms, and not to field. If what he says is true, there's no running away, nor hesitating here. The sun wearies me. The world can fall apart. Ring the alarm bell. Let the winds blow. Come ruin. At least I'll die in armor. Now we're near enough. Throw down your branches and show yourselves as you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, your truly noble son, lead the first encounter. Worthy Macduff and I will take charge of the rest, according to our plan.
Farewell. If we find the tyrant's army before nightfall, may we be beaten if we're not prepared to fight.
Sound all our trumpets, blow them all, those clamorous heralds of blood and death.
They've tied me to a stake. I can't escape. Like a bear, I must stand and fight. What kind of man is he who wasn't born of a woman? That's the sort I'm to fear, or nobody.
What is your name?
You'll be afraid to hear it.
No, not even if the name you use is harder than any known in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself cannot pronounce a name more hateful to my ear.
No more frightening.
You're lying. You odious tyrant. I'll prove it's a lie with my sword.
Huzzah! You were born of a woman. I smile at swords and laugh scornfully at weapons when they are brandished by a man who's born of a woman.
The noise is that way. Tyrant, show your face. If you are killed and not by me, the ghosts of my wife and children will haunt me evermore. I can't fight with wretched mercenaries who are hired to wield their clubs. Either it's you, Macbeth, or else I'll sheath my sword again, unused. You should be there. Judging by the noise, it indicates a man highest rank. Let me find him. For turn, I beg no more.
This way, my lord. The castle has surrendered without a struggle. The tyrant's men fight on both sides. The noble thanes fight bravely in war. The day is almost yours. There's little else to do.
Some of the enemy has fought beside us.
Enter the castle, sir.